Netflix, you, money, pocket, go. Glenn Beck clip, so that'll be fun. He's going to talk about Obama's financial reform bill, and he's got a unique theory on it, as usual. Let's go to clip number 5.
Think about what this next president is going to have to do. We're not inheriting a country that is in good condition. You're inheriting now a country. You want to say that the country was left in bad shape because of George W. Bush? Yes, it was. And many conservatives were saying the same thing. Mm-hmm. Look at what's happening to us. We're spending out of control. We're abandoning the free market system. And we've got our borders open. And we're fighting wars that we're not fighting to win. Yeah. Barack Obama did inherit a bad situation. Now, what has he done with that situation? He has made it 1,000 times worse.
Of course.
And created a situation to where the state can grab power like crazy. What is in this new financial bill? They can grab companies. They think that it is a danger to the nation. They can just grab it and shut you down. That's a little frightening with that power.
And that's not companies who've taken stimulus. That's any company they deem big enough to harm the economy, they can take control of it.
Now, let me ask you this. Could you say that Fox News?
Yes.
You darn right you could.
Yes.
Could you say that talk radio is?
You bet.
Of course you can.
You can take control of Clear Channel.
Look at what they've tried to do with just me and Goldline. They're trying to convince Americans that somehow or another I can affect the price of gold. There's no way. There's no way. So the government is actually trying to convince you that I'm a danger to people's retirement. I'm a danger to the price of gold, et cetera, et cetera. That's ridiculous. Now we're about to give that government power to shut down anyone that they think is a threat to the economy or threat to the United States of America.
That's awesome. So they took a financial reform that was pathetically weak, and they've created this monster out of it. It can grab any company it wants. It just comes in and grabs us, Anna.
Right.
You can take the Young Turks. Wait a minute. We speak against the Obama administration all the time. You think they're going to grab us? I like the idea of the government coming here trying to grab us. Like, come here, come here, come here. You know what we'd do if they did that? We'd say, why are you grabbing us? Why are you grabbing us? Okay. So, but at least he acknowledged that Bush gave Obama a terrible situation.
Right.
That's a rare acknowledgement. But of course, he said he made it 1,000 times worse.
Right.
Except we've recovered jobs, in the last year, as opposed to Bush, who had lost all those jobs. How did that make it worse? And ironically, how it made it worse is that we did no financial reform, and we didn't hold anybody accountable for torture, and we didn't really do health care reform. So all the things that were broken not only stayed broken, but it became precedent that they're supposed to be broken. Mm-hmm. That they're supposed to exist that way. And then Goldline. I was amused by that too. The government's coming for me. They think I affect the price of gold. Really? Which government agency?
God, he's so self-important. Just shut up, Glenn Beck. He's like the most self-important person on the planet. By the way, there were so many inaccuracies in everything he was saying there, and obviously you already know that. But I love how he mentioned that the government's going to take over companies or banks that are too big to fail. Financial reform isn't going to do anything to break up the big banks. So what are you talking about? Like, where did you get that from?
Yeah, I wish they would grab some companies and break them up, but they're not. It's not even close. So what he wants to do is he wants to scare his audience. Like, because they're all conspiratorial, right? And they're all paranoid. Oh, they're coming to get us. They're coming to get Fox News. They're coming to get talk radio. Oh, my God, did you see what the government is doing to Glenn Beck? Really? What is he? Who's talking Goldline? What are you talking about? Some people have criticized them for shilling for this gold company that isn't really giving you the money that they pretend to give you. But that's not the government, and the government isn't shutting down Glenn Beck's program. Why didn't they just shut your ass down immediately as you were saying that? Okay, because they don't do that. They do a lot of other bad things, but they don't do that. You paranoid freak. Young Turks has a new sponsor, Netflix. That's awesome. If you have a PS3 an Xbox 360, or a Nintendo Wii console, you can watch it instantly on your television set. Netflix.com/TYT. It's a free trial membership. Who would turn that down? That's crazy talk.